Thank you. Good, 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 good. And by the way, it's a comedy show, so please feel free to laugh at anything we say here tonight. It's perfectly fine with us. Because isn't it true, as the poets and philosophers say, laughter is the best medicine. Give it up. Give it up for that, yeah. In these crazy times. Laughter is the best medicine. Except, of course, if you're sick and in a hospital, then medicine would be the best medicine, of course. And if you have gonorrhea, penicillin would take precedence over laughter as a medicine. But other than those two things, and thousands of other things, laughter is the best medicine. I mean, they say laughter is contagious, but if you think about it, it's not as contagious as the bubonic plague of the 1400s. That shit was highly contagious, folks. Well, I guess what they're saying is laughter is metaphorically contagious. Serious diseases, realistically contagious. I know you're confused and thinking, why the hell did I come here? But, yeah, well, thank you. Thank you for coming down to the Ha Bloody Ha. Yeah. Actually, I'm thrilled. I'm so thrilled. I went used clothes shopping today. Bought these pair of pants. Remember, it used to be fun to go used clothes shopping? We're going used clothes shopping, and it's fun. Says you, the audience member, wearing the funny bowling shirt with someone else's name on it. Yeah, when I got home, I reached in the pocket of these pants, and there's like this hospital bracelet in there, and some crusty, crumbled up Kleenex. Yeah, that's just a little too used for my liking. I think I bought dead man pants. Pants fresh off of a dead guy. Yeah, one guy's hip fashions, another guy's funeral wear. Ew, we had to give those pants away. Our grandpa pooed in them. He's wearing Grandpa Stinky's pants. I mean, you ever wonder who last wore the used clothes you buy at used clothing stores? Because they, like, lived a whole entire life of their own, pressed against the skin of a complete stranger, going places, doing things. Like this sweater was last worn by the man who brutally murdered the guy who wore these pants. I'm wearing dead man murderer clothes. I mean, not knowing the previous owner could present problems, don't you think, you know? Let's just say, hypothetically, you're at your new girlfriend's grandma's 91st birthday surprise party. Which I don't recommend, by the way, surprise parties for old people. No, seriously, think about it. A bunch of hidden people jumping out screaming at a 91-year-old woman with a heart condition. If you think about it, I think the surprise is going to be on you. Yeah, think about the scenarios. Dead grandma, weak bladder control grandma. Worse yet, dead grandma with weak bladder control. I digress, you know. So you're at your grandma's, your new girlfriend's grandma's 91st birthday party. You're like, oh, this is my new boyfriend. Oh, yeah. And it's like, oh, isn't that Harmon wearing Raymond the pedophile's lucky t-shirt? And aren't those Grandpa Stinky's pants? Which is a callback to a couple jokes ago. Thank you very much. I was at comedy college, and I played some shyster $400. Teach me those techniques. I recently saw one of the great bands of all time in concert, AC/DC. Give it up for them, yeah! They did that, man. I love the AC/DCs, you know? And they've been around for what, about like 90 years? I exaggerate a little bit. You know? So there's like all these old guys there with mullet haircuts who brought their kids with little kid-sized mullet haircuts. Which is really ironic if you think about it. Because think about where those kids were conceived. Probably in a toilet stall at their mom's first AC/DC concert. Yeah, son. Back then, everyone referred to your mom as the anal queen. Coming home again. I wrote that one today. It worked. Yeah. Yay. But they haven't had a hit in a long time. You know, they got like the classic songs like what? Back in Black. That's right. And what else? Highway to Hell. What else, sir? Back in Black. No, he already said that. Yeah. Okay, no, I was doing the thing. But they haven't had a hit. It's like all the retro bands, you know. They haven't had a hit like in a long time. They come back and they come out there and it's like, okay, are you ready to rock? Because here's a song off our brand new album. Yeah, you know what? They pretty much be saying that, but all right, are you ready to rock? Or you have to take a pee? Now's a good time as any. Let's get through this together, huh? It'll be over before you know it. I love coming up here and doing comedy, you know. Because I remember my life before I got into comedy is the same thing every day. I'd force myself to wake up and go like into this restaurant and walk around all day feeling like a complete idiot, you know, doing those things, you know, pretending to be enthusiastic, doing those things like sprinkling Parmesan cheese on people's food. Is that enough Parmesan cheese, sir? Do you want more Parmesan cheese, sir? And I come out with the big black pepper. It's big black pepper time. Say when. I've got plenty of big black pepper here. Yeah, I think it would have gone over a lot better if I actually worked at the restaurant. I was just hanging out trying to use the bathroom and hitting on the waitresses. My point, the House of Wong's Chop Suey House has no sense of humor. It's a place that doesn't have any need for Parmesan cheese, thus the humor of the joke. I don't like going to the bathrooms of restaurants and seeing a sign over the sink that says, "Employees must wash hands after use." Yeah, it always creates the impression like the boss said, "All right, that's it. We're going to have to put up the sign. Hope you're happy, you filthy, filthy bastards." You know, even worse is when they get like really specific about it. Employees must wash hands after use. Especially you, Gary. We know what you did to the soups. Yeah, shouldn't this be common sense? Shouldn't they already know this? You know, it's like putting a sign over the urinal. Employees must unzip fly before peeing. Especially you, Gary. Now get back to your soups. My boy, that's one heck of a long sign. Yeah, man. But comedy, the best part about doing comedy is when you go on the road, you know, and perform in front of complete strangers, and then you have to sleep at the end of the night in really depressing budget motels, you know? Kind of places that don't really give off a vibe that says, "Hey, hey, this is you on vacation." Kind of gives off a vibe that says, "Hey, hey, this is where a shower curtain salesman spent the last sad hours of his life. Sleeping in your very bed, reading Spanky Booty magazine." And you can swear the motel's haunted. It's haunted by the ghost of the masturbating trucker. Yes, late at night, if you listen very closely, you can still hear his cries. It's like a bad Scooby-Doo episode. Yikes, it's a ghost! And, oh, he's choking his chicken. And I would have busted a nut too if it wasn't for you meddling kids. Wait, that's not a ghost. That's just old man Wilson. Runs the amusement park. Masturbating in my hotel room. What's up with that? What's up with that, people? Yeehaw! Ha bloody ha! Yeah, ha bloody ha! Ha bloody ha's! Yeah. I live here in the Mission District of San Francisco. Give it up for the Mission, people. Give it up for the Mission, yeah. I find the worst thing about living here in the city is when you're walking to the laundromat to get your stuff out of the dryer, and all the homeless people you pass are wearing your clothes. Spare some change? No, but can I have Raymond the pedophile's lucky t-shirt back? Ah, call back, hello. Yeah, zing, boom. Yeah. But I love San Francisco. I think the best thing we do is throw a really mean war protest. Give it up for our war protest, you know? Because people, they really open my eyes. And by the way, I'm glad they caught the two people. They caught the two people that were doing all those bad things in the Iraqi prisons. The two people. Thank God they caught the people that were doing that. We won't be having that. We got the two people. Pretty Private Jessica Lynch wouldn't do that. Okay, but the football player wouldn't do that. No, he's a football player. He wouldn't do bad things. We caught the bad heroes. Bring it down. Bring it down with the political stuff. But I like the war protest here in the city. I like it because it really opened my eyes. So I didn't know so many people on stilts in unicycles were against the war. Yeah, it's good to see that novelty entertainment's out there taking a stand. The only thing missing are ventriloquists voicing their opinions about the war without moving their lips. Yeah. But yeah, man, I live here. I live here with my girlfriend. The other night, I committed the ultimate faux pas in bed with her. What would that be? What would that be? I called her by a different name in bed. Yeah. Ooh. That's right. I called her Tom Brokaw. and he's an NBC newscaster. So, and what else really ticks me off is reality television. Don't you think it should be legal to murder the executives that create these reality TV shows? Don't you? Don't you? The answer is no. It shouldn't, because murder's illegal. That'd be awful. It shouldn't be illegal. No. But hey, I hate all these reality shows because it's all about cruelty and making fun of people so we can laugh smugly, at their expense, Like every time I turn on the Anna Nicole Smith show, I feel the same way watching that as I would watching someone severely fuck up in the Special Olympics. That's right. Either drunken Anna Nicole's making out with Margaret Cho, or Corky's tripped over the last hurdle, his pants have accidentally fallen down. It's still the same response. And all these kids are accidentally killing themselves, trying to imitate the stunts on the old TV show Jackass, Some people think that's irresponsible television. I don't. I just think it's natural selection at its finest. That's right. Let's let that species go extinct. I would let my balls on fire and jump in front of a train full of bees. Yeah. Okay, let's sever the bloodline right there, huh? But you got to draw the line somewhere. You got to draw the line somewhere. I don't think a reality show like an all-female version of the TV show Jackass would go over. I don't. Seriously. I don't think America's ready to see a bunch of skater chicks hitting the vagina with a sledgehammer. Just, I don't know.
That hurt me.
That hurt you. Cheers, hon, Bloody Hunters. Cheers.
Oh, Bloody Hawk!
But you got to be attractive. The sad thing is you got to be attractive to be on television, which is sad, In every sort of situation, Like if you're a missing child in America, that's a major atrocity. But if you're an ugly missing child, you're just plain shit out of luck. Because in order to be a missing child TV media darling, you need to be adorable or a beauty queen. Or play the harp. Sorry, ugly missing child. There's no 6 o'clock news for you. Maybe you should have considered fixing your teeth before you went and gone all missing and stuff. Bring it up a bit. The cheerful, happy things. The jokes about the kittens. No, the joke's about the kittens. Because it's about love. I feel the love here tonight, people. Give it up for you. I feel the love. I feel the love. Yeah, it's about the animals, because I'm against needless animal testing on products. Thank you very much. And that's why I quit my job this week at the dog shampoo factory. I told my boss, stop lathering up those monkeys. It's needless, plain weird, and I don't care if it's a man to benefit shiny Manswell puppy fur. My boss said, I think you got it all wrong. I too am against animal testing, and this is not a dog shampoo factory. It's a hair salon in Concord. And those are suburban housewives. I think you mix things up for comedy effect. I said, you're right. I do. But it got me thinking about the cultural rules of our society. I mean, how come it's perfectly okay to eat an animal? That's good. But it's not okay to fuck an animal. That's bad. Makes you sneeze. And where's he going with this one? But think about it. Given the choice, I think Fluffy the sheep would rather be fucked than eaten any day of the week. Put yourself in the same situation. I mean, you can kill an animal, cook it up, devour its flesh while dancing around under the light of the full moon. But if you want to make sweet love to it, that's illegal. All I'm saying is, don't be so closed-minded. Celebrate diversity, and we'll see you all next year at the annual Sheepfuckers Pride Parade.
Yeah.
Which is right after the Young Boy Spirit and Lotion Convention. A call back to a joke I didn't even do tonight. Very much, man. Before we bring up our first act of the evening, our first act here at Ha Bloody Ha, I read this week. Yeah, give it up. We'll clap for the Ha Bloody Ha. I'm joining you at the new dark room every week. New acts, new audience. But come back. But I read this week in People magazine because of the Passion of the Christ. The Passion of the Christ. Christianity is hot, according to People magazine. Yeah, that's right. Christian is the new Latino, folks. Thank you very much. It's hot and sexy. That's right. Which encouraged me to go out and start my very own Christian hardcore punk band. Hardcore punk band. Sorry. That's right. We're called the No Sex Before Marriage Pistols. There's nothing like a Messiah Moss, a little 3-chord thrash for Christ. But the one religion that makes my head explode is has to be Jews for Jesus. So that just doesn't make sense, you know? Jews for Jesus. That's like vegetarians for meat. I think they're just greedy. They swing both ways. Jews for Jesus are the bisexuals of the religion world. Why stop there? Why not be like Jews for Jesus with big Buddha bellies? You know? Jews for Jesus with big Buddha bellies who are into epidemiology, horticulture, and podiatry, which is a study of feet. It doesn't make sense. It's like vegetarians for meat. It's like Klansmen for big black booty, I think. But you know, it makes you think. I want to get spiritual. You know, we all want to be spiritual. So I went out today. I did something I normally don't do. I went to a confessional. I got inside the booth. I said, "Father, I have a big confession to make. I'm actually Jewish, and I just have an affinity for standing in small dark rooms." He said, "That's okay, my son. I'm actually not a priest. This is not a confession booth. It's a dressing room at Urban Outfitter." Kind of giving me the creeps. And then we both laughed and laughed and laughed until he blinded me with pepper spray and called security. And scene. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for your first act here at Ha Bloody Ha? Give it up for your first act here at Ha Bloody Ha. A showcase of talent we have all through San Francisco. I don't know her first name. I know her as Romance the Clown. Harvey. Well, I know her also as Romance the Clown, which is a wonderful act you should check out. But tonight, you are going to know her as Harvey. Give it up for Harvey, everyone!
I like that. My clown is famous. I'm not. Yeah, so I'm going to do some spoken word. This is kind of cool because I can't see anybody, and I almost feel like there's no one. Are there people there? Can you make some noise? Thank you. So I'm gonna read you some poems and stuff. This first one, I don't usually write love poems, but this is a little love poem about flowers and shit. I love you so much. I want to tear your eyeballs out of their sockets, dunk your head in the toilet, and flush it repeatedly while I fuck you up the ass. Yeah, that sweet little ass of yours with my big rubber dick.
What's your ego?
Well, Romance the Clown, she's a clown activist, and she is fighting for the rights of clowns everywhere. They want more, clowns need more visibility in society. She has an organization called NIV, but Romance is actually on vacation.
Right, and coulrophobia, as we all know, is fear of clowns, folks. Fear of clowns.
Do you know what causes, why people are coulrophobic, actually?
Actually, I read this one story about a coulrophobic person. He said, like, when he was little, that in a parade, a clown came up with, like, a big scissors, and just go, "I'm going to cut off your head! I'm going to cut off your head!" And from that day on, he had, like, fear of clowns. So, I think it's stuff like that. Clowns, it's a little bit creepy.
Actually, it's a latent sexual tendency, and Dr. Bob.
It's all about the sex.
The
It's all about the sex.
clown psychologist says that actually if you're coulrophobic, it means that you just need to be fucked really hard by a clown for about 12 hours.
What about the cutting off the head? I'm going to cut off your head.
Secondary fears.
Give it up for Harvey, everyone! Hooray! Now,
How are you guys? Woo! Alright. So I'm going to start off with a little juggling bit. But I'm going to need some help from someone in the audience.
Come on,
Mr. Gentleman.
Kevin.
come on, don't.
Yeah.
Sure.
Right now? Right here?
That's great.
Where should I stand?
So what we're going to try to do, we'll attempt to have you throw me one ball at a time. And then I'll start juggling after I get the third one.
Alright, just let me.
Alright, ball number one.
Right here in the middle?
Sure. Good job! Woo! Kevin, right?
Yeah, that's me.
I'm psychic too.
All right,
called
4.
Apples to Apples. Has anyone played this? No. No? Okay, cool. So all right, I'll just wait here. I can't see anything.
Yay!
Yay!
All right.
Yay!
You just sit down.
Go, Kevin. Go.
Somebody else?
Yeah, one more.
Volunteer number 4.
Number 4, go
Go.
for it.
He's
How's
coming.
that red
He's coming. He's coming.
There you go.
There we go. Grab the red shirt.
Yeah!
Hey.
Ha, buddy, ha!
Okay. I'm Jennifer. I'm Linda. Hey, Linda. Alexia.
Trent.
Trent.
Doug.
Doug. All right. What you guys are gonna do is you all get 12 cards. One. Sure. Let's go look up.
Supposed to hide them from each other?
Sure. Thanks, all. Alright. Looking at your cards, getting ready. Alright, now the purpose of the game, I'm not really quite sure what the purpose of the game is, but each of these cards has, I'll read some of these, has certain phrases or words such as attack on Pearl Harbor, and then the definition, such as yesterday, December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy, Franklin D. Roosevelt, or a rock concert. If it's too loud, you're too old, etc., etc. Now, those are red cards. Then we have these green cards, and I will be the judge, and I'll just pick one. Okay. And the card says unscrupulous, and the definition is unethical, corrupt, unprincipled. Okay? Now, if we had a camera, which, one day we will, perhaps, you would see all of your cards, and you guys could see too. But they have to pick 2 cards that they think match this definition to the best of their ability. So out of your cards, guys, pick 2.
For unscrupulous?
That's right. And it should be funny. That's the goal. You've got your cards? You got it?
Yeah.
Yeah? You got yours?
I got mine.
Alright, good. Alright. So, how about we read them out loud? And then, I'll be the judge, but maybe we'll do a round of applause, yeah? That way,
Yay!
Alright, so let's see now. Alright, so, maybe I'll mix them up. That'll be more fun. That way we don't know who's the winner. Yeah? Yeah?
Oh,
But you'll remember, okay?
wait, I got it.
You remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Okay. Okay, so now I'm mixing them up. Okay. All right, and I shall read them. So we have hooligans. Hey kids, get out of my yard. A used car lot. One of the most honest places around. Honest. Cher. 1946. American singer and actor. She makes aging look good. A cheap motel. No charge for the cockroaches. Hollywood. Motion picture and television industry center of the world. Hooray for Hollywood. Marriage. Okay, if love and marriage go together like a horse and carriage, who's the horse? And then we have the Academy Award statue known as Oscar weighs only 8.5 pounds. So why does it carry so much weight? And then the last but not least, cockroaches, annoying insects that can survive a nuclear war. Fortunately, they can't survive the heel of your shoe. Okay, so we have to pick the one winner. Right, guys? Okay. Woo! Let's narrow it down to 3. So what are the top 3?
Marriage.
Marriage.
Hooligans.
Okay.
The used car lot.
Okay. And the
Used car lot.
used car lot's winning. Okay. Any opposition to these?
No.
No? No? Okay. So, we're going to do it by round of applause, okay? So, option number 1, hooligans. On the count of 3, give it up for hooligans. Alright, whoever picked hooligans. Alright, number 2, a used car lot.
Yay!
Alright, and number 3, marriage. Okay, I think it's between a used car lot and marriage. We agree?
Yeah.
Yes.
And anyone thinks one or? Oh, you okay? We got a winner! Woo!
Yeah.
The winner is?
The used car lot.
Yeah, let's give it up!
Yeah!
You guys like this game? One more round or let it rest? Alright, let's let it rest. Alright, so that's apples to apples. Yay! Thank you, volunteers. And I'm going to ask the 2 gentlemen to stay for 2 more minutes. Thank you, ladies. Sure. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to get, okay. Alright. So 2 gentlemen, please stand right here, facing each other. And on lower level. Right. Now, Doug, and I forgot your name.
Trent.
Trent, good memory. Okay. All right. Now, I want what you 2 gentlemen to do. Stand like this. Right over here. And I ask you to turn ways. Oh. Doug, you're a little taller. Great. If it doesn't work, it's okay. I really do. Am I gonna hit my head? No. No?
No.
You're fine.
Do you want me to?
Jack, you need to go out a little bit.
Alright. So, everyone let's clap together. Yay. Good job.
Way!
This is good stereotyping.
You got it.
Yay!
Yay! Woo!
Yeah!
Woo!
Hell yeah!
Give it up for my 2 wonderful volunteers! Woo! And my lovely assistant! Woo! Big bow! Alright, that's groovy.
Alright, give it up for Nancy Brill, everyone! Dude, hot bloody hot! Hot bloody hot theme song! It's all about the variety here. We went from hardcore lesbian erotic poetry to juggling. It's variety, folks. $5 it cost you. Some of you were on the guest list and got content for free. God damn it! Give it up for that. And now, please welcome to the stage the others what's the word when a man's like behind like an operation? Entrepreneur or
Entrepreneur.
no, not entrepreneur. Impresario? Something like that?
Yes.
Jim! Give it up for Jim!
Yes.
Who runs this goddamn space that you were gonna come and tell your friends about it. Come see every single goddamn show here. I'm swearing a lot, but that's how enthusiastic I am. Give it up for Jim, everyone!
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Jim.
Hi, sweetie. Welcome to our thing, the dark room. It's dark. That's the name. Now, just because it's dark, who knows Fang Angus? Nice. Got her because I stole her mailing list. Okay, that's a good start. Funny thing happened on the way to the gig tonight. I banged my guitar against a lizard. A lizard, yes. And lizards are notorious for putting guitars out of tune, just so you lay people who don't know. It's a musician thing. See? Alright, this song's approved by a certain general. Well, everybody wore rubber. Everybody wore a smile. Everybody wore rubber. Everybody stayed a while. Everybody sang rubber, 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 rubber. Rubber, 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 dubber, dubber. Everybody wore rubber. Well, everybody wore rubber. Everybody had a good time. Everybody wore rubber. Well, it really blew my mind. Everybody sang rubber, 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 rubber. Everybody wore rubber. There was a sensitive part.
Oh my God.
Thank you. By the way, for those who are counting, this is just a G chord. Everybody wore rubber. Everybody wore a smile. Everybody laid them end to end. It was longer than a country mile. Everybody sang rubber, 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 rubber. Everybody wore rubber. Thank you. Damn lizard. Okay. Who likes pirates? I like pirates. Let me hear you say arr. I think there'll be a few more in the audience tonight. Arr, 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 that's good. Say something piratey, like swab the deck. Arr,
Walk the plank!
Walk the plank.
Give me all your booty.
Arr, thank you very much. You're smart. Did you hear about the pirate movie? It was rated R. This song is called Arr. They're trimming the mizzen mast just so. The swabs on the poop deck say yo ho! I spent my life on the salty sea. A pirate's life, is a life for me. With a penny on my shoulder, and a peg leg hanging off my knee. I'm scooping a ship in the northern sky. We'll board into broadside sabers high. I spend my life on salty sea. A pirate's life is a life for me.
for Jim! Have a seat, Jim. By the way, this is the first Hot Bloody Hot show, and the pinnacle of the great things to come, and you guys can actually say you were here when it first happened. No, actually say that. No, yeah. And to take you home tonight, I'm going to tell you like a true story that actually happened to me recently. This is a recent true story here for tonight. A little spoken word thing, a little work in progress. Read off of a piece of paper. Oh, how exciting! Read off of a piece of paper. Great. Thank you. You didn't bother memorizing, you lazy bastard. Says you with your audience voices. This is a true story. This is an actual true story, and it's horrific. So I was hired for this acting gig, and the first thing the producer says to me is, "We really can't mention the murders." "No mentions of murders," I reply, nodding my head. "This is a major consideration when you've just been hired to work on a zany hidden camera prank show with O.J. Simpson." Yeah, you know O.J., the guy from the murder trial of the century, the slow-speed Bronco chase, the subject of, "If the glove don't fit, you must quit." Yeah, O.J., as in, holy fucking shit, O.J., you can't be fucking serious. That O.J. Some sickly diabolical genius thought it'd be a great idea for a double murderers comeback project to be a hidden camera prank show entitled Juiced. As in, some pranks are pulled and O.J. pops out and goes, "You've been juiced. Gotcha." At which point the people will go, "Hey, aren't you that guy that killed those people?" And better yet, I've been hired to be O.J.'s funny second banana. Yes, I'm going to be Kato Kalin's to O.J.'s O.J. "The lights are on me, I'm feeling like a star," O.J. keeps repeating while sitting in a chair in a motel room while having makeup applied. "I'm feeling like a star." Earlier, I accidentally walked in on O.J. with his pants down. Boxers, in case you're wondering. The TV's on. Court TV is O.J.'s channel of choice. It gets weirdly uncomfortable as Court TV goes into grisly details about the Scott Peterson murder case. "That's bullshit," O.J. says to the TV, as if it were a person who could actually hear him. "Of course they think he's guilty," remarks O.J. "They're prejudging him." When Court TV turns to Martha Stewart in Celebrity Trials, I pray the reporter doesn't start talking about O.J. "How are they going to work me into this?" asks O.J. to the TV. "It's like watching a car wreck, uncomfortable, but I can't look away." Court TV reporter says, "If it's a good celebrity, then he won't be convicted." "So I was a good celebrity then," O.J. pipes into the TV, insightfully adding about Martha Stewart. "You know, it's her lawyer's damn fault she got convicted. During my trial, my lawyers covered my ass." Everyone quickly stares at their shoes. "O.J. doesn't give a shit," rants the producer on the second day of production. "O.J. shows up late. He doesn't want to wear the wardrobe. Yeah, there's trouble in hidden camera paradise." I get the feeling that O.J. is only doing Juice not for the love of hidden camera prankdom, but only for the money. "Who was the first Jewish guy to get the Heisman Trophy?" O.J. slurs, giving us a treat of O.J. jokes from O.J. himself. "Fred Goldman, because he's got mine." The Juice lets out a crude laugh. Everyone again stares at their shoes. O.J.'s now wearing an Elvis Presley jumpsuit. He's propped on a stool in a motel lobby. O.J.'s supposed to play a zany wet motel clerk, but now O.J.'s very drunk. The producer devised a cunning formula. The idea is to keep O.J. constantly plied with alcohol. O.J. takes to the formula like a pope to a funny hat. So now I'm playing the wacky motel clerk. I guess the idea is if you can't have O.J. pulling the pranks,
At least we can have OJ near the pranks when they're being pulled. Except OJ fails to grasp the whole concept of hidden camera prank surprise. Hey! Drunken OJ whispers to a couple before I can do anything. I'm OJ! He slurs from behind his Elvis glasses. Hey! Do you recognize me? But the most mind-numbing part about this whole scenario, tourists go nuts when they find out it's OJ. Oh my God! This is the greatest thing that's ever happened to me! Screams a kid who suddenly starts freestyling. I just rapped for OJ! That's as big as it gets, man! Tourists swarm in off the strip, while thrilled to be in the same room as the acquitted murderer. Mothers and daughters. OJ has transcended into an American institution. This is no Kobe Bryant, folks. It's OJ. He gets real sleazy towards the end. Drunken OJ in a pimp outfit, rapping in a rented mansion with topless strippers as a midget dances around.
Yeah.
I can't take credit because God giveth. Boasts OJ in a gangster rap with the finesse of a Shaquille O'Neal. And oh yeah, OJ loves the ladies. Earlier, while in disguise at a pet store, Suave OJ poses a question to a girl. If I were OJ, would you go out with me? The girl replies, I'm only 17. OJ retorts with, if you were 18, I'd try to go out with you. Yes, folks, this is ancient Rome before its fall. The showbiz level of Dante Purgatory one gets sentenced to when they still crave fame, but have been banished from paradise like a disgraced fatty Arbuckle. Yes, this is a true savage journey into the heart of the American dream, where scandalized OJ has reinvented himself for a new generation as a zany prankster. Say prankster. Yeah! OJ, man, he fucking sucks. He kills people. Now he's gonna be on fucking TV. And I'm gonna be his sidekick. There you have it. And this is one more piece for you guys. Give yourselves a hand for coming out here to Hot Buddy Hot. I say you saw variety, man. You saw it all. You saw it all. Music, juggling, spoken word, more spoken word, juggling again. Give yourselves a hand for coming out. So, you know, it's an election year. Is there anything more nauseating than to be young, pumped up, and Republican? Wanting to mingle amongst the enemy, I recently decided to adopt a conservative cunning disguise, Docker blue suit, American flag tie, hair, hiding my hair. This hasn't been rehearsed. Need a little rehearsal. And become a member of the Silicon Valley branch of the Young Republicans at the State Republican Convention in Burlingame in order to mingle amongst the enemy. The Republicans love to party, and there's plenty of free booze. Remember, the biggest party boy of them all is George W. In fact, my club, the Silicon Valley branch of the Young Republicans, is throwing a party in a hotel suite. And the best part is, I'm in on the inner circle for the event. Who wants a silver bullet? Cries a middle-aged rotund man who owns a gun shop with cans of Coors in each hand. I joined the Young Republicans when Gore tried to steal the election. A young Republican sneers at me. To create the proper party atmosphere, some decorating genius came up with the idea of putting an American flag on one wall, a Young Republican banner on the other, and a big Bush Cheney banner in the middle. Oh yeah, it's party time. Though appreciative of free booze, this has got to be the worst party I've ever attended. On many levels. It's a sad bunch. My conservative crew, comprised almost entirely of young Republican males, stands stiffly in the corner. The Eagles' Life in the Fast Lane blares from the sound system as a young Republican does mean air guitar. The rest of us stand uncomfortably in the corner, passing the time by bashing Democrats. Kerry looks like Herman Munster, remarks a man with a protruding forehead.
Yeah, and Hillary Clinton looks like an ape, I interject for big laughs as I segue off on a rant about how Clinton caused 9/11, much to everyone's agreement. Rigid dancing is attempted by the whitest crowd I've ever seen, who possess no rhythm whatsoever. Every new person I meet, I slap on the back and proclaim, "We're all family, we're all Republicans." After taking a Jello shot, I have the uncanny desire to get busy with a random conservative Republican chick in order to go to the dark side. You know, I'm the president of the San Francisco chapter of the Young Republicans, I boast to a Bakerfield's Young Republican, hoping she'll want to use me tonight to climb up my political ladder. After telling me she works at a non-profit, I proclaim, "Wow, that almost sounds like you're a Democrat." She looks at me like I just called her a pedophile and quickly walks away.